Hello everybody! Today we're going to talk about Castlevania DOMINUS collection. And I have purchased this for both my Switch and my Steam Deck. And today we will talk about it because these are one of the games, my favorite games in general. Igavania is my favorite style of metroidvania. To this day, many games get out and no one can really reach the potential of these games when they are playing back then. No matter how they look, some people may not like it. I love it. The 2D sprites. And there is a reason that I still have a 3DS XL is definitely for mostly that reason and some other JRPGs. But if I'm being honest, it's mostly for the Metroidvania games. And without further ado, let's go on and talk about it. The thing about these games, is that they're very good. They're very different from each other, and I'm gonna try to first, let's just say that okay, I know how I'm gonna start. We will start from talking about, for people that know these games, and they know that these were on Nintendo DS, which was, in some games it was using a lot the touchscreen commands and something like that they had to draw some symbols to feel more immersed into being an exorcist. Specifically, I remember it the most on Dawn of Sorrow, which is the one that I have played the most in general. Now on here, I just got it yesterday, so I haven't played it too much. I love what they have done here with the animation. Before you start the game, you can see the animation. And let's just say, first of all, that they have changed. They have changed the thing that they had before, that you had to draw the circles with the little weird thing, that now you can just press commands with your buttons, and usually that will be from the first, and it will go like a circle like this. Whenever you need, they will tell you the commands before you even go inside to use the seals, so you don't have to worry about that. And in general, it has been feeling fantastic. I beat the game on my Switch, and I bought it also yesterday for this, because going on vacation, I don't know what I'm gonna get with me yet. I don't know if I'm gonna get only my Switch Lite or my Steam Deck as well. And I wanted to support them anyway because they have done tremendous work. The developer of this collection obviously is not Konami, because they don't do that stuff anymore. And it is one of my favorite SMAP port companies, which I have bought another game that has been fantastic. It's the, let me see, Dodonpachi Dai Ojo. Yeah, I can't really pronounce that, but it has been really, really good. It's a SMAP. This developer really deserves praise, because when it comes to ports, they put their absolute best. They will make the game the definitive edition. They will do everything in their power to make the game escape from having it to be only on a cartridge or having big input lag like you will see in other games. You will see a lot of games coming from retro companies like Digital Eclipse, not throwing shade, but everything they have made has obviously additional lag, which makes the experience bad. And the online is always atrocious. So M2 Triggers focus on these games and they make them better. Not only just by having them streamlined like this, they also have extra games. This is the original concept of Castlevania, where they were making it as arcade game back in the day. I have never played this game, and I still haven't played this game. And they have even kind of remastered it in a way that they have better graphics and they have done some changes from the original, which is cool. I will definitely play them both when I have some time, but definitely I need to beat all these games first on both Switch and on my Steam Deck. We also have galleries that have fantastic wallpapers. Definitely, if you can see if you can get some of them, they're just amazing. The artwork here of these games have been one of my favorite. I know many people don't really like this part of Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow because it feels more anime kind of style. I particularly don't mind at all because Soma is one of the best characters of Castlevania. So yeah, don't mind it at all. You also have jukebox mode. You can have it and just listen to your tunes without even playing the game. You have options as well to change the game's version, whatever is that, you know what it is. Some people do it for speedrun because usually Japanese has less characters, less dialogue screens, so speedrunners usually use Japanese version of games. You can have it as much as you, whatever you want. So, for example, if you're used to using a Switch, you can change it, and it will work the same for here as well. The left stick is something to be noted, that you can move the left stick to either control the character or use the touch cursor, but the default thing for the cursor is your right stick here. You move this and you move the cursor. If you put this to also move the cursor, you can do it. And the way that you can use the cursor, you can press it, is that you have to use R2. Now, let's go back to the games. I think the most impressive thing out of, I can't put my foot down that something is the most impressive, because even this, acknowledging that this was not the best thing to have for big consoles now, because this is coming to the PC, this is coming to the Switch, which has a touchscreen, but not all of the consoles have a touchscreen component to do this. So they had to go again and go to the ROM hack version that you just have to put some combination, although I think on the ROM hack you don't even have to put anything. And that's how it is. All the games here, in my opinion, are very fun. I think the weakest is Portrait of Ruin. So if you wanna start with the one that is kind of a little bit weaker, you can start with this one. But it really depends to you as a person, as a player. One of my favorites is Order of Ecclesia and Dawn of Sorrow. I think Dawn of Sorrow, if I didn't love Symphony of the Night this much, I think Dawn of Sorrow is the better game, but I'm just too emotionally attached to Symphony of the Night, because it was really the first game that I played, because I have played Castlevanias before, but I didn't like the way they were playing. But when I played Igavania, I was hooked. Then Game Boy Advance, then Nintendo DS, I had everything. And I probably still have in my house, in my hometown. So in general, I think this is really a celebration. To be excited for this game, probably you have to be around 30, probably, or you will have bigger brothers, sisters, and they will show you the game and be like, wow, this is cool. Or someone that has boomer taste and is younger. But in general, these games are fantastic. They do play fantastic on the Steam Deck. I have tested the games that work the same exactly as the Switch versions, and they have been doing well. I see nothing wrong with it. Specifically, this game developer, M2 So Triggers, is one, as I said, one of the best in the business, probably the best in the business when it comes to accurate portray something retro. They have been doing this stuff for years. and they're fantastic. I don't have any complaints. I think the only one that comes close to them probably is the guys that do it for SNK called Mystics, which they also implement online features. But in these games there was no online features, so there's nothing to implement. Curious to see if they're gonna implement that multiplayer game in the future. But there is nothing negative to say about this thing. It's cheap. I think it's 25 bucks. You can definitely go to one of the sites that is like legit selling legit keys, and I think I got it from Fanatical for 25% less. So you can definitely go there, not affiliated or anything, just how I got it. It was cheaper there, and you can get it, and it feels like you got it on sale already. This is a tremendous deal for any Castlevania fan. You already know it. People are asking for physical, and they came out and said it's coming with a limited run again. I won't comment about that because it is a very weird subject. Some people hate them, some people love them, and I won't engage into that. Do what you wish. I just hope I will be able to find a physical copy at some point when they come out. Those shipping prices and delays, they're not worth it for me to just put a headache on it. So if it comes my way, I will get it. That is also the reason I also got it on Steam, because I don't know if I will have the chance to get it even on the Switch for a physical. So at worst, I will have it on my Steam. It won't go anywhere. The same way that I have done for all the Castlevania games, really. Alright, this was the video. Just wanted to say that they have definitely improved the games to be functional with everything going on, like for modern monitors. Let me just show you also a little bit how it looks, right? How it looks when you play the game, because it had a dual screen component. Oh, I forgot to switch there. Go here. English, Français. Start the game. As you can see here, the screen is on there. Just played a little bit. Look at it. It looks amazing. And this is the thing, because the screens back then, they were 4x3, and they have to accompany it with how it works for the modern monitors. I think they have done a fantastic job, because even on the DS, this is the best, because in the DS you could only alternate between the map and the level screen and stuff like that to show you what you have. This is definitely feels like a streaming setup for this game, and you have everything. You have your map, and I think you can even zoom it if you want. Let me just see what happens here. Okay, it doesn't. Yeah, you can get on the menu normally. You can change whatever you want. Right. Alright. Yep, it seems that in this game you can just alternate between which is the bigger thing to see, or where you want to see it. But for me, I think this one I like the best. I like to see the map on top. So a little bit of the game. It uses a little bit low power for the SteamDeck. It uses like 10 watts, so there's not really any worry about that. And let's just go check it out a little bit. All right. Alicia is one of the better looking ones, in my opinion. Right. And the way that you combo your attacks, I always liked in this game. Just look at here, like, there is no way you played Symphony of the Night and you don't love this Bagdas. This looks so much better than Soma's Bagdas also. Like, so much more animated, and you can also do it cancel with the jump. It's moving. Well, as you can see, this is, I don't want to delay too much with all the information I have done. I don't want to make it a huge video. I'm just going to close here with saying that if you love retro games and if you haven't played this because you usually are a person that owns only consoles that are go on the TV or a monitor, this is definitely something that you're gonna get way more than your money's worth. Maybe you're already emulating. I think there is nothing wrong with that. If you don't want to spend the money, it's fine. But if you get it even on a sale, I think it's a great deal for the games that you get. And having it on your Steam or in your Switch library definitely is a plus. I would say the Steam library is probably the better deal because you probably will never lose it. So there is that. But yeah, that is my opinion. I also think the Steam Deck has kind of a little bit better layout because my only complaint I will have about the Switch Lite for this was that when I was playing, I would accidentally hit this and it will move the cursor. So you have to, like, just a small annoyance. It's not like it was disturbing the gameplay or anything. Usually when you play these games, they don't have a cursor, so moving this won't matter. I just wish that they will have an option to not use this at all and use only this. So this will be disabled for that to not happen. This is a nitpick. I will leave it as feedback as well because we are doing feedback, right? Maybe no one thought that this would happen to them. It's probably something more unique to Switch Lite, and because it's smaller. And I think if people wanted to correct it in the future, that will be a nice addition to just select to swap completely to the left stick for the cursor. Anyway, this was the video. Hope everyone has a great day and enjoy Castlevania. See you next time.